Hey, 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 we are live. We're live here with new teammates. I'm Felipe Hoffa, Data Cloud Advocate for Snowflake. I'm so happy to introduce some new teammates today. And But to begin with, I'm here with Daniel Myers, my teammate for more than a year at Snowflake. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Excited to be here uh, and doing good.
Yes. So, who are we going to introduce today, Daniel?
So we got three new developer advocates here. One is Dash. Dash. We have Vadim, and we have Diana.
Cool, cool, cool. So we are waiting for people to connect. As everyone knows, this is live. They can ask us any questions live that they would like to ask us. We have new teammates. Some are doing their first live streams for work ever, so that's super cool. Some are professionals, but we are going to have a lot of fun today. So we always love knowing where people come from. So as you join the chat, please tell us in which country, in which city you are. I'm from Chile, but I've been living in San Francisco for the last 10 years. And yes, I'm at my apartment in San Francisco. How about everyone else?
Who wants to
So
start?
I am in Texas. I'm in Texas.
I split my time between San Jose Bay Area and Lake Tahoe.
And I think
Like
we
that? Oh,
both
that
from
sounds fun.
Seattle area with Diana.
Yes.
Yes, I need to fly to Seattle to visit both of you.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
uh, yes,
I love
hopefully
Seattle.
soon. Let's do it. Hopefully not on a rainy day, but you get what you get there.
oh, today's a good
So
day. It's not raining.
Hmm.
How is it today?
It's not
Yes,
raining. So Felipe
Oh,
should
that's
come by
good.
today.
yes. Oh, and look at who's watching us. One of the coolest data warriors ever, if not the data warrior, Ken Graziano is watching us. He taught us so much since I joined Snowflake, and he is also live on the live chat with us today. So let's get started. Who do you want to start with, Daniel?
So to kick this off, let's start with Dash. I guess tell me a little bit about yourself and why you are here at Snowflake.
Absolutely. So my name is Dash. Hello, everyone. First off, I'd like to say that I'm super excited to be part of this awesome Devrel team right here. Amazing people. And if you'd like to see cool hands-on demos and learn more about Snowflake and especially Snowpark, please follow me and look out for demos with Dash.
I will be looking
I'm
out for
excited about
demos
demos
with
with
Dash.
Dash. Yeah, that's
Yes,
gonna be awesome.
yes.
Yeah.
I Before you joined Snowflake, I saw a lot of fun stuff you did at Stream Sets, so I'm looking forward to what you do here at Snowflake. And you were already working with Snowflake at that time. And
Right.
next, oh yes, please.
No,
Oh
go ahead.
yes,
Next
let's do
is
next.
Vadim. How are you? Tell
I'm
me,
good.
when did you join and what brought you here to Snowflake?
I've joined a little bit more than a month ago, actually. So I believe January 5th was my first working day. And yeah, I'm actually super excited. To be honest, I think I was convinced to join Snowflake by our CDP of product, Christian Kleinerman, and also Tal Shekhet. So Christian, he is all about simplicity of the product, price to performance. So it was, damn, okay, very nice approach, and I definitely dig it. Tal, he was distinguished engineer at Google for like 17 years. Yeah. So I definitely at this point realized that you guys making something very interesting, and I just need to be here. So that was the reason why I joined after spending a little bit more than a year at AWS. Before that, like 3.5 years at Microsoft, covering machine learning and AI. Before that, as a technical evangelist at Intel, covering high performance computing and optimization. But like I was always interested in this overlap of high performance computing and machine learning. So for me, it was no brainer. Snowflake it is.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy how you started like being a developer advocate for machine learning, and then you went deep into topics like quantum computing and performance and getting the most out of bytes and CPU cycles.
Yeah, I have a
And
lot
now
of
you're at
papers.
Snowflake.
And
Yes.
yeah, but like I can apply all of that knowledge to Snowflake, right? So we're still all about the performance, but we're now digging into machine learning and data science. Why not, right?
Exactly. And you mentioned Tal Shaked. I was so amazed when he decided to join Snowflake after
Oh
so
yeah.
many years at
Mm,
Google. And it's all about the vision. It's all about bringing
mhm,
machine learning to everyone and where we can reach everyone. So I have a
absolutely.
short interview with him that I hopefully will publish soon.
Nice.
So next up is our newest member of the team, Diana. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm really nervous because it's my very first stream with you all, but I'm excited.
Awesome. So tell me, when did you join, and and what specifically brought you here to Snowflake?
Yeah, so I joined last week. So I'm like super new, just finished onboarding. And what brought me to Snowflake was how different it was from the technologies I've been working on previously. I came from Twilio. And when Daniel gave me the offer, I just felt like it was really good vibes and he advocated for me. But I was still iffy because I wasn't sure if I'd do well at Snowflake. And then I saw Felipe's Snowflake Bite series and I was like, I want to do that. And that is what sold me. Like, that is what made me sign.
There you go, Felipe. It
Cool.
is.
Yeah, well, Daniel, you made the deal, and I'm glad that as our job is here is how do we show Snowflake to the world? Like, how do we help people understand the power of the data cloud, the power of sharing data, the power of the new features? Anything exciting? Like, what did you find so exciting, Diana?
I think it was just the use cases and how relatable they were because when I was trying to come up with use cases myself, because I wasn't sure if like I would make it here if I didn't know how to use Snowflake in a relatable setting. And then once I saw like for example, your video on the COVID vaccinations, I was like, oh, that's super applicable to me. And after that, it like broadened horizons of what you can actually do with Snowflake. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Also, something that might be lost when we tell people you are the new intern, you're
Oh,
no
yeah.
stranger to technology. Like you've been working with
Oh,
super cool
no.
companies.
Oh, yes. So before that, I was last summer, I was at Twilio. A few of you might have met me through DevRelCon. And before that, last month, actually, I was at You Got This.
Yeah, yes. And at DevRel
You
you got to share so much time with people doing DevRel at many companies.
Yes, I did.
Yes, yes. That's, yesterday when I wrote this thread on Twitter and LinkedIn about our new teammates, Twilio was so excited to see you at Snowflake. Twilio
Oh, yeah.
developers had a really cool tweet
They're,
about you.
s- they're super encouraging of me. Like, even though I don't work there anymore, I feel like they've always supported me whenever something Twilio and Diana related came up. And I just really like that.
Yes. Yes. And speaking of new features, Prasad here, he's saying how excited he's about the recent updates like Snowside and Snowpark, which I also really find exciting, especially for us today, Snowpark, on how it brings different languages to default. Like, for example, Daniel, what's your favorite language?
So my favorite language is definitely JavaScript, primarily because and this is changing, with the advent of ASM and other things. But like the idea that you can use JavaScript both front end, back end, like anywhere, everywhere, JavaScript it is, right? So you have a lot of development opportunities with that. So that's my favorite for sure.
Yeah, I have to say, I've been writing a lot of store procedures and UDFs in Snowflake with JavaScript, but I'm so excited that now we have finally in public preview, the ability to write SQL store procedures and SQL scripts. So yes, 1 point for JavaScript, but I will give 1 point for SQL, especially now with SQL scripting. Dash, your favorite language?
So I started writing code in Java a long time ago. I've also learned COBOL back in the day, COBOL
Oh,
85, if people can relate. And then since then, I've taught myself different languages and technologies as they come and go, I guess. But the one that has stuck with me till this day is Python. I'm super excited because it allows you to write and address so many different use cases, data engineering, machine learning, data science. So I'm all about Python.
yes. And you've been testing Python inside the Snowflake now. I know it's in
Exactly.
private preview for some customers, but you already have your hands on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've built a few models, a lot of inferencing, data engineering, and things like that. Yeah,
Yes.
I can't
Yeah,
wait
I'm looking
for
forward.
it to go
Please.
public preview.
I know you will have so many interesting blog posts by then. Like
Quick
I've seen the
starts.
work you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, Prasad also is live with us, commenting his favorite is Spark and Scala, which also is supported by
Mm,
Snowpark.
hmm
Uh, Vadim, what about you?
Well, I've started, you remember I mentioned high performance computing, so it was as close to the metal as you can get with C, right? Because, and sometimes even using assembler instructions. So embedded assembly in the C code. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But to be honest, I haven't touched C quite a while now. I've been introduced to Python when I was working on my PhD thesis. So like 10 years ago, I think Python was even in preview at this point. So I was just looking for alternative to Bash scripting. And Python was, for me, the way to go, and then create visuals, and then, one thing led to another. And now machine learning, it's all about the Python. Machine learning, data science. So yeah, Python it is.
I know. It's crazy how Python is eating the world. And I'm
Yep.
super happy to have Anaconda helping us with that, bringing Python to everyone inside the Snowflake. And Diana, what's your favorite language?
So I started off learning Python, and then after that, I learned C and Java. And I thought Java was really pretty, which is like not a very common reason to like a language, but just aesthetically, it looks good to me. But as I got into machine learning more, I recently took a class on it. I'm in grad school right now. But since machine learning, I started using Python more, and I like it a lot more just for its functionalities.
Python all the way.
Yeah. I don't know if people saw Vadim's thumbnail picture in our thumbnail with this like Python sign. I'm like, I'm gonna start using that.
Yes. Oh, we have an interesting question here from the live audience. Vadi and Daniel, are you twins?
Damn.
We're not, but
We are not. Yeah, we are not. Yeah.
You know,
we're not.
they found out.
It's a copy clone.
We like to coordinate, right? With the glasses, the hoodie, and we just, the differing factors, what shirt we wear underneath the hoodie.
Daniel, high five. Can we do this?
It's a
High
zero
five.
copy. Zero copy.
Yeah.
Don't let me hang. High five.
Yes.
There we go.
Good. So,
There we go.
yeah, good. And Manish says that Java is their favorite language. I love Java too. And also, speaking of Snowflake, I love the ability of Snowflake that inside a SQL statement, you can write Java code, you can make Java imports, and Snowflake, as it's executing your SQL statements, it's also able to compile that Java code and take care of the whole build process, which at first it was crazy, and now I just know that I can use that power.
I
By the
actually
way,
just
a question.
published an example.
Yes.
I just
Oh,
published
what's
a
that?
Java example using Core NLP. So basically, the Java project, you can just package it, run MVN package. It'll create a jar which you can actually import in your SQL environment in a worksheet and do a sentiment analysis. It's in our
That's
Snowpark
super cool.
Labs GitHub repo.
What data did you use
Nice.
to test it?
Amazon reviews.
Amazon reviews. Nice.
Hmm.
And how did it
Yeah,
work?
amazing.
Amazing. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the core NLP is a well-known algorithm or project that came out of Stanford. So basically, I'm
Mhm.
using that in my Java application, which is a UDF that I've exposed using a static method, and then I can call that within SQL. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice. That's
That's
so
awesome.
cool. Yes.
Yeah.
If anybody
Yes.
wants
And it's all
another
published.
way that people can check out Snowpark actually is also we actually have a whole quick start on doing exactly what Dash just talked about, but instead of the Amazon reviews, it actually does tweets. So you get sentiment analysis on tweets coming in. So pretty cool. Check
Nice.
out quickstarts.snowflake.com.
Yes. Quick starts is always a good place to start. Uh, People, feel free to ask us questions. There's so much knowledge in this team, and you are going to see a lot from Dash, from Vadim, from Diana, and of course from Daniel and me. So please ask us your questions. Tell us where would you like us to go. Our job here is to bring you all the goodies from Snowflake. By the way, Dash, we skipped a question. Why did you choose Snowflake?
Ooh, did I skip that one? Maybe that was on
Or
purpose.
or maybe I
Uh,
was not paying attention.
correct. I
To
think
be
that's
fair, I had a crisis yesterday.
is
When I was
that.
thinking about it, I was like, why am I here?
Yes, I
No,
was so
I think,
excited to see everyone.
yeah, no, in all seriousness, because I have data engineering and data science background, as well as hands-on experience, I can see why developers should, and in fact, are really excited about Snowflake Data Cloud, especially with the introduction of Snowpark, that enables developers from all walks of life, including myself, to write applications in a variety of languages, right? And in my previous role, as you addressed earlier, at StreamSets, I had the opportunity to work on Snowflake Data Cloud for about a year, and I also was part of the private preview of Java UDFs. So basically, everything, like if you just kind of sum up my entire experience with Snowflake Data Cloud, the team that I work with when I was not here, basically just sold me on being here.
Those are beautiful words.
Yeah.
I want to address three questions on the live chat, and I think who has a question for everyone. Like Gary is asking where to start with Snowflake data engineering. I'll give that question to Daniel. Uh, John is suggesting us to play with SEC financial feelings. If we could show some projects with that. I think I've seen a couple of things, but I'll save the question for a second later. And then I would love to answer from Kamal. He's asking about summer internships. And then, so I would love to ask Diana how she got an internship at Snowflake. But let's starting with Snowflake data engineering. Any answer from Daniel, Vadim, Dash?
Yeah, I mean, so I would say I would echo quickstarts.snowflake.com, right? Regardless of what specific topic you have that you want to learn about Snowflake on, it has a huge variety there.
Mhm.
Everything from Snowpark, which we've been talking about, to the SQL API, to Snowpipe auto ingestion, so it goes over all these different types of features of Snowflake and also vertical use cases. So I would say, if there's one resource to check out, quickstarts.snowflake.com.
Yes. Anything extra, Vadim, Dash, for
I
people
would
that
say
want to
just
learn Snowflake?
docs. Surprisingly,
Yes.
docs are really good.
Docs are very
I love
detailed,
our
yeah.
docs team.
And then
Yes.
also GitHub repo, Snowflake
Oh
Labs.
yes.
Has some great examples. Yeah.
Yes. And I have, I answer a lot of questions. Go to our Reddit. .com/r/snowflake, where I post all these kind of links, and we're
Hmm.
building not only a community but a great place to learn about everything new with Snowflake and interact with the community. Anyone interested in playing with SEC financial feelings or filings? How do you say that in English?
We will at some point.
Tell me more. Tell me
Yes.
more.
Yes, I know there's a public data set, or is it a private data set? But there are some data sets in Snowflake about these feelings. There is a private one. I mean, it's a premium one that you can pay for. They are a Snowflake partner, and they're publishing all these feelings. And so maybe we can work with them to get some interesting projects started. Let's talk a little bit about internships. What can you
Yeah,
tell us
so
about internships, Diana? Yes.
for internships, I would really recommend following Snowflake on Twitter, and hopefully we can link that below somewhere in the comments. Yeah, so there's that, and I just made sure to like read up on Snowflake and make sure to also check their intern page. There are a lot of like recruiting resources on that page, and like it talks about all your benefits and the perks that we get, which is really exciting. So 100% make sure to just like keep checking there. And if you are looking for your very first summer internship, I will say this right now, just like don't be hurt when you get rejections, because people get them all the time. Like I've gone through so many before I got this role, and after a while you're kind of desensitized. And then I remember like at one point I was just out like at the grocery store or something, and my phone like got a notification, and it was like, oh, thank you for applying to, and I was like, oh, okay. And that's when you know you've experienced growth. So yeah, that's my advice as for like how to get an internship here at Snowflake.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to our future interns, if anyone is interested here. I have another question from Ryan. So he loves Snowflake. One question remains. Is there any major new features coming short midterm? I know the question. I don't want to tell the features. But what's the best place to learn about the major announcements now in June?
I would say, if you want to learn, here's the real sneak peek. Okay, sign up for the Snowflake Summit. Okay, and there you'll get to hear about all of our secrets that we're going to be announcing. Right. So if you want to get the inside scoop, okay, telling you right here, right now, check out the Snowflake Summit. Sign up for that. That's the inside scoop. It'll get you in, and that's where you go. You'll learn all about what's coming down the roadmap for Snowflake. And I know myself, I am super pumped. Being part of Summit, and everybody here on this call being part of Summit, we're helping make Summit real. And so I know I'm personally super excited about all the upcoming announcements that we're doing. So check out Summit, sign up. The plan is right now it's going to be in Vegas this year, right? So it's going to be awesome.
There's also going to be an amazing
getting ready
dev
for
zone.
Vegas. So yes, we will be live in Vegas in person if everything goes well, and you will find us there in the dev zone. Dash has some fun plans for the dev zone, and we will be there to interact with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of communities, I love Reddit. Manish says that it's not very active, but we can make it active. It's all about building community. We also have, other than Reddit, we have plans for forums. But right now, we also have a LinkedIn Snowflake developers page. Let me share this tab. Snowflake developers on LinkedIn. We're also building a group here. Right now, we are publishing this live transmission on the main Snowflake page on LinkedIn. But developers, please join Snowflake developers so where we can have more deep conversations. And of course, if people need help with technical issues and you have a good reproducible problem that you would like help with, we have Stack Overflow. I love answering questions on Stack Overflow, and I love learning from our experts and superheroes too.
And don't forget to
Yes.
mention Twitch. We're gonna experiment a little
Ooh.
bit this year. So yeah, I'm thinking about just live coding sessions. And guys, don't be surprised if I gonna invite you. So we're just gonna be pair coding. We're gonna experiment quite a bit. So play with Snowflake. It's probably gonna be around machine learning, but not limited by those topics. So just follow us on Twitter, I guess, and look for the announcements. Twitter, LinkedIn, yeah. We're gonna tell you more.
Don't forget demos with Dash hashtag.
Yeah, I mean, Dash, do you have a sneak peek of what do you think is going to be the topic of the first demo with Dash?
Snowpark Python.
There we go.
Excited. Oh, thank you, Johan, for calling out that you've been testing Snowflake for data visualization with MicroStrategy, and you've been having a wonderful experience. It's only getting better in my experience. So yes, we should start wrapping up our half hour. We have 2 minutes left for any final statements, things you're looking forward. What plans do you have, Diana, Daniel, Vadim?
Oh, yes. Oh, I also actually want to address someone's question about the link. You can actually find university recruiting related things at careers.snowflake.com.
Nice.
/US/EN/university. But
Yes.
yeah. Well, right now I'm working on a YouTube series. It was pretty crazy because when I was little, I wanted to be a YouTuber, which was like one of those unrealistic dream jobs that I wanted just because YouTube became a thing. And then this is not exactly how I expected to do it, but here I am.
Yes, live on YouTube right now.
So I think the new series that you're working on, Dana, is going to be pretty awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about what are what are some of the topics that this YouTube series will cover?
Yeah, so I'm actually working on creating a Snowflake 101 video at the moment. And I know someone asked about the getting started tools. And so I'm also scripting that right now. So hopefully you'll see me and I'll point at things on the screen and you can click links and that'll help. But yeah, it's just a lot of like Snowflake essentials that people can watch instead of reading documentation. Though our documentation is good content. I do want to say that. So if you just don't feel like reading for the day, then you can watch our videos. But
Cool. 60 seconds left. Dash, Vadim.
I'm actually trying to pull together some amazing stuff for our Dev Zone Summit.
Mm-hmm. Dev Zone is going to be fun. Let's talk about that. And if anyone has ideas, we're happy to get people's ideas.
Yeah. And I'm working on collecting end-to-end scenarios for machine learning and Snowflake, working with a lot of partners because we have such a huge ecosystem. Yeah. So if you have any ideas for end-to-end scenarios or a particular vertical you want to take a closer look, please let me know. Don't hesitate to DM me.
Good. Daniel, you can close us off and I will play the dancing bear when you say the last goodbye.
Well, thanks, everybody. It's been super awesome chatting with everybody here on LinkedIn and YouTube and everywhere. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for